Some teams here each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
And Baron Browning really looked like he put it together last season, playing more as a pass rusher. Injuries interrupted his breakout season, but he still finished with 5 sacks and has the ceiling for a whole lot more.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to pass. Tua. Flushed out right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Now Tua. And he's got it. Touchdown. Elijah Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson changing the play. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert, and he is going to lose yardage here. Making that play behind the line was Justin Simmons. The Dolphins at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now they'll audible to something else. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Hill left the powerful Kansas City offense last season and really improved the Miami one. A 4th All-Pro nod for the burner and only the 11th 1,700-yard season in league history. Adds a catch and first down to his follow-up campaign there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
97.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Breaks through the contact, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. In motion right goes Sutton. Play action. It's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Wilson wants a different look. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Play action. Now Wilson.
Got his man. It's Dulcich.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Off the option, that's complete. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action, now it's Tua. Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa, rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Don't get nervous. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Harder, long.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. As the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They go play action now. Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They go play action with Wilson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taking it about the 16.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line.
And Wilson going to change things up here.
Throwing on first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught at the 25. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This pass caught by Hamler. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Tua.
That's over the middle, caught by Chosen.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Now Tua going to change the play.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. And now an audible here into something else.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Alexander Johnson, the one to drop him.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa.
To the left side and taken in by Chosen.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Maher is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
There's Judy. What a grab that was.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Fights through, and now a crease. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. scoring the touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now Wilson changing the play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And now they'll shift things around.
Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Wilson. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. That's caught left side by Judy.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now Tagovailoa. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Miami, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.